Welcome to MT Coal Forging Gaming, and this is the epoxy sword handle. Check it out. Alright, so we have our epoxy mold here made, and I also have the pyrite we're going to start with, and we're going to put the pyrite in a cloth bag. I'm going to take it outside. We're going to whack it with a hammer. Okay, so now that I have crushed up, I changed it. I put the stone into a steel pipe and set it down onto a piece of metal. Put a wrench end down in there and smashed away. My first attempt, it kind of went everywhere. So that's what I ended up doing. So we've got our crushed muscovite, our white calcium crystals, and our pyrite. I also added in there, you might see it, all those little green chips are glow in the dark. Now what we're going to do is we have our measuring cup and our easy cast hardeners and mixes and whatnot. And we're going to put equal amounts in the mixing cup. These cups are great when you're mixing up stuff. We're going to mix it right in here. Usually this is pour it back and pour it back. I'm going to try to do all the mixing right in here. And I'm just going to grab a pencil and we'll mix with pencil. Okay, so we're ready to pour our mix in. I am guessing, and hopefully not wrong, that this might be about an 8-ounce pour, or at least close to it. So I'm going to go about 3.5 ounces. Yes, 3.5 ounces of one and 3.5 of the other, and we'll get a total of about 7 ounces. Alright, so we'll take our one mix. We will pour in 3.5 ounces. There we go, all the way up. I'll show the camera on the side. But we'll just quickly pour in our mix. 3.5 ounces of that. Hopefully we'll save some for another project here. And hopefully that's enough. And we'll do another right up to 7 of the other. Getting closer, I want to pour it a little bit slower. Try to get it as evenly accurate as possible. I don't have a little digital weight thingamabobber, so we're not going to use any of that fancy stuff. I'm just going to mix it up really good. Try to get it rotated from the top to the bottom, because it wants us to mix it all the way. So I'm going to try to grab all this stuff from the bottom here real quick. And what's going to help us mix this up is we're going to go ahead and throw our mix right in here. Now right now, as you can see, it's going to be heavier and it kind of sinks down to the bottom. Well, we're going to mix that up for right now, until it starts to thicken up a little more. Whoa my! And we don't do that. Make a terrible mess. Oh no! Uh-oh. This will go on the blooper reel. Nope, we'll leave it right in there. Yes, don't tip it to try to see it from the side for the camera. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, we're gonna keep mixing. We'll pretend we didn't do that. And when I start to see everything start to kind of set in the side, almost looks like graphite in there. A very dark mix. We'll try to get that up off the bottom. Okay, we're starting to thicken a little bit. Now I'll start pouring in. Pour in our wonderful mix. Make sure we get it all in there. Okay, now that we have it all in there, so now we just wait for that to dry. Now don't forget, once you do the pour, be sure to level the piece. Do a little taparoo every once in a while, just to raise up those air bubbles. And you could usually just take a lighter or a little pencil torch carefully. Always keep in mind, if you're using plastic like I am, you want to be really careful not to warp the plastic. You see I had something in the lighter there. See if we can get that out of there. Sometimes you could dab little pieces that fall in right away out of there. But as I was saying, make sure your torch or lighter does not have, and all it does is just pop those air bubbles at the surface. Make sure your piece is leveled again. Be sure nothing is out of place. And, well, that's that. Now we just wait. We'll just wait and see what happens. It is strangely dark. It seems like the plastic glow in the dark pieces have rose to the surface. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to slowly push those down. And I'm going to grab something here. We'll probably just use, we'll use our same pencil. We'll go in and we'll see if we can maybe push those down. Can we cause them to sink? Alright, we can cause them to sink a little bit. I'm going to grab something a little bit better. A long pointed screw. We'll try that. And we'll try to go and we'll poke these little glow-in-the-dark pieces more towards the surface, because the opposite side will probably end up being the surface of the handle. Okay, so our epoxy resin project seems to be pretty hard, but we had a slight leak which I tried to fix and save it, and well, we kind of attached ourselves to the table. Oops. Well, let's get right on to it. We're going to go ahead and try to pry away the boards. We're going to try to pry away this. Okay, one side came off not too bad. Alright, now the trick is getting these boards to pop off. Before I had no trouble, they wouldn't stay on, and now they actually won't come off. So we're going to try to grab a pair of pliers. Ugh. Okay, that's one side popped off. Whew. Get in here a little bit closer. All right. Let's try that again over here. Just grab it with the pliers and push. Hopefully not bang my knee off the table like I did there. Yeah. Right row. Gee whiz, that's a tough one there. Okay. Well then. Well, I can't really turn it around because we're kind of glued to the table. And, yeah, woo! Well, so far so good. Other than having a slight problem with getting this off of here. Try to take a pair of pliers here and try to grab a hold of it. Hopefully not crack or damage it. If I get it started, I might be able to pull. Pry it off, hopefully. Oh, there we go. It's coming. Coming off of there. Alright. Let me try a razor and I'll try to cut it free. Didn't really help much, huh? Wow, that's really on there. I only hot glued them on because the hot glue was popping off, but it would hold long enough to keep a shape, but now I can't actually get the hot glue to pop off. Let's try this plier idea again. Ah, there we go. Oh, whew. Alright, wow. That one was really on there good. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Those pieces of wood out of here. Alright, so we're popping the sides off. We'll work on that glued up mess here in a minute. Let's go to this other side. See if I can't get it started with a pair of pliers again. Kind of grab it above, right above, maybe a little bit. Give her a twist. There we go. Seems like once you start popping it off, it comes off okay. It's just a matter of getting it started. I just made this mold with some packaging plastic. When you buy stuff at the store, sometimes it's got that little plastic window. You can see the whatever you're buying ahead of time. And well, that's what I used. And this is going to be tricky over here because we did have a slight leak, like I was saying, but I did save it. I think we may have some trimming and repairs to do over here, I'm guessing. But wow, that's really in there. Let's bring the camera up a little bit. I'm trying to pry this corner away here. We're almost there. About 6 minutes in, and we're still prying away. Ah! Okay. Alright, we're starting to see an edge now. Okay, now the tricky part. It seems to be stuck to the wood. I'm hoping that's just some of the hot glue. We're going to try to cut the hot glue away. Keeping my fingers clear. I want to cut the glue away. Hopefully pry it up without cracking the piece. I don't think it will, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, we need some kind of prying object. I almost don't want to pry on it upwards. I want to try to get it started and popped off. Okay, so we're back at it. We're still prying away, and so far we're getting somewhere. Had to pause it there and try another plan of action, which was pry up at this corner. I had to raise it up towards the camera, move the camera out of the way. But we did manage to get something to happen. We got slowly this to pop up over here. And if I could find something lying around with some kind of prying force, I might be able to get somewhere. I want to do this nice and easy, and hopefully not crack any of the project. Get it pried off of the wood. I may have to put this wedge in there. Might have leaked out right there too, I'm thinking. I'm going to try working the wedge up further. Ah, it's coming. Here, it's coming off of there, I think. Maybe. Possibly. Ah! Alright, we're getting somewhere. Pry up nice and easy. Not quite sure how the backside turned out. Oh, look at that. It's, let's get this out of here. Okay, well, we got glow-in-the-dark pieces over here. I tried pushing them down as it was drying, but they still ended up floating up overnight anyways. Just very strange. But let's see if we could pop this out of the film a little bit. The big reveal, drum roll. Yeah. After getting this stuck to the table, and I'll have to lay it somewhere flat to keep it flat for it to harden the rest of the way, because it's still a little soft, a little bendable, which is cool because I could make some adjustments. Well, not quite like I thought it would turn out, but it's quite interesting. As you see, we got the split in here. We'll have to probably find the center, which will probably be off a little bit, so we're gonna probably end up with a handle this size, because I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, because it'll be defected under here a little bit. We'll remember that for next time. Make sure it's one nice solid piece if I want to get a nice smooth. But we'll bring it up. You can just see that pyrite in there. Went a little nuts with it, but wow. And we got the glowstone. Kind of seemed to have floated to the top of the mold. It's just for little plastic pieces. And my guess is it's so thick that it's not going to show through any glowing, I don't think. So, yeah. On that note, there it is. Alright, we'll get this cut. I might even be able to break it right off, right at the defect. I don't know if I should do this or not. How pliable that is still. It's kind of flexible. I could probably cut it. Let's do that. Seemed to have left a epoxy resin over that wood there. Let's see if we can cut it with a razor while it's still pliable, carefully, without getting my fingers. My guess is it might be soft enough to do that. Got all my fingers? Okay. Here. Whoa! Okay, so after breaking the razor blade and losing it, we're gonna have to pull the desk out later. I think it fell behind the desk there, but we've got a brake line made, and hopefully I could go ahead. Might have to put another. I don't know if I can get away with using a little broken piece or not. It's very bendable and pliable. Okay, let's hurry up and straighten it out. Saved a little bit of work there. Okay, straighten this piece out. Nice and straight. Flat again. There we are. 2 handle scales. We'll see how we're going to do this, because it seems like I got one side where everything heavy kind of floated down, and then I got the other side which has glow pieces through it. We'll have to check that with a light here and see if it glows. Alright, there is the sword handle scales. Yeah, pretty wild. And I got 2 different sizes to work with, whatever I decide to go with. Yeah. We shall put these scales aside to let it cure a little more. Okay, now we have popped free our handle scales. And there is our pyrite, muscovite, and our glowstone side. And there we have it. We pulled out our epoxy resin, pyrite, and glowstone sword handle scales. We'll work on these. We'll let them dry up nice and hard here on the table, and we'll get back to you on that. So click that notification bell. I'm going to drop a video on that soon, putting them in the dark and seeing if they glow. We'll put them under our black light and see if anything else in there responds, which should be pretty cool. And if you want to see other projects, especially like the ones behind me on the wall, be sure to check out the channel. A lot of cool videos on there, and share them out if you like them. It helps out a lot. And if you want to go a little further to help out the channel and funding projects, be sure to click that donation link, and we'll see you next project.